Hello there, welcome back to my channel, and we're continuing going back to see how the sets in 2024 when they're retired, how many have been listed in the last 90 days and what the average listing price is, and that kind of thing. Also to see how much they're going for on Amazon and eBay and all that kind of thing, to see whether you've got a good investment or not. This time it's the turn of DREAMZ. So there's a few of those, so I better get started, otherwise the video will be quite long. Right, the DREAMZ I wouldn't kind of advise anybody to invest in. I've only got 2 sets and I only bought them at like a clearance when I was in a store sort of thing. So DREAMZ isn't really a set or a theme that I would advise anybody to invest in, unless maybe they've got a Bricklink store, because obviously some of the pieces would be unusual, colourful, bright things that might make something else, or if you're going to do a mock or something like that, then they might be handy. But other than that, I wouldn't advise anybody buying them unless you get them really, really cheap. So the first one is 71453 Izzy and Bunshu the Bunny, 1899. That's one of those I've actually got. I think I paid £8 for that one. It's worth 7 now. Anyway, Brickeconomy values it at 15, BrickSet 10. On Amazon it's for sale for up to £25. On eBay it's sold for 16, and Camel 3X has got a low of 11 and a high of 22, which for an £18.99 set isn't great, is it? The figures are valued at around £4, and that set's been listed 236 times with an average listing price of £15.89. So for an £18.99 set, the average price is below already. And it's been sold 37 times at an average price of £15.43. Now in the US, 73 have been bought, and in the UK, 15. And one of those wasn't me. Next one was 71454, the Mateo and Z-Blob the Robot, 1899. Brickeconomy value at 16, BrickSet 9. It's for sale on Amazon for up to £37, and it's sold on eBay for 22. The Camel 3X has got a low of 11 and a high of 24. The figures are worth around £2. It's been listed 305 times with an average listing price of £16.76, and it's sold 47 times with an average selling price of £16.29. In the US, 78 people bought it, and in the UK, 12. Next one is 71456, Mrs. Castillo's Turtle Van, $42.99. Brickeconomy value at 59, BrickSet 25. It's for sale on Amazon for up to £91, and it's sold on eBay for 35. Camel 3X has got a low of 24 and a high of 43, which is basically MSRP. And that's on the high side. The figures are valued at around £10. It's been listed 171 times with an average listing price of £48.49, and it's sold 27 times with an average selling price of £59.44. So it's actually sold for more than what people were expecting it to sell for. It's sold 53 times in the US and 17 times in the UK. Next one is 71457, the Pegasus Flying Horse, $46.99. Brickeconomy value at 50, BrickSet 24. On Amazon it's for sale for up to £54, and it's sold on eBay for 36. On Camel 3X it's got a low of 28 and a high of 49. The figures are valued at £13. It's been listed 287 times with an average listing price of £52.92, and it's sold 24 times with an average selling price of £59.03. So there again, they've got more than what they're expecting. US has bought it 52 times and the UK 20. Next one is 71458, the Crocodile Car, $57.99, and that's the other one that I got. I think I paid £20 for that one, for a $57.99 set. Brickeconomy values it at 51, BrickSet 33. On Amazon it's for sale for up to £132. You'd have to be crazy to pay £132 for that, but never mind. eBay it sold for 46. Camel 3X has got a low of 37 and a high of 60. So the high is only just over MSRP. The figures are valued at 11 and it's been listed 149 times at an average price of £44.33. And it's sold 19 times at an average price of £49.36. So it's sold 19 times after 149 times it's been listed. Not very good. In the US it was bought 57 times, in the UK 19. Next one is 71459, Stable of Dreams Creatures, $74.99. Brickeconomy value at 52, BrickSet 29. On Amazon it's for sale for up to £93. eBay it sold for 42, and Camel 3X has got a low of 32 and a high of 75. The figures are valued at £11. It's been listed 81 times in the last 90 days at an average listing price of £52.68, and it's sold 11 times, which shows you how popular Dreams are, at an average selling price of £52.59. In the US it was bought 51 times, in the UK 25. Next one is 71460, Mr. Oz's Space Bus, $84.99. I think this one really, out of all the sets, is the only one that kind of got people's attention a little bit, other than maybe the Pegasus. Anyway, Brickeconomy value at 63, BrickSet 47, and it's for sale on Amazon for up to £130. eBay sold for £85, which is MSRP. Camel 3X has got a low of 48 and a high of 91. The figures are valued at 42, so there you go. Like I say, it's half the value of the actual set. It's been listed 225 times with an average listing price of £75.19, and it's sold 21 times with an average selling price of £71.36. It was bought in the US 61 times, in the UK 33. Next one is 71461, The Fantastical Treehouse, $94.99. Brickeconomy value at 71, BrickSet 52. On Amazon it's for sale for up to £167. On eBay it sold for 74. Camel 3X has got a low of 55 and a high of 95, which there again is MSRP. The figures are valued at £16. It was listed 269 times with an average listing price of £81.62, and it's sold 39 times with an average price of £82.07. It's been bought in the US 68 times and in the UK 26. Next one is 71469, Nightmare Shark Ship, $119.99. That's another one that kind of stands out above the others. Brickeconomy value at 128 and BrickSet 88. If you go on Amazon it's for sale for up to £282. It's sold on eBay for 122, which is just a couple of pounds over. Camel 3X has got a low of 80 and a high of 153, so it has actually sold at like a £30 profit. The figures are valued at £16. It's been listed 267 times with an average listing price of £163.10, and it's sold 58 times at an average selling price of £144.15. So they obviously got a lot less than what they thought, or what they were hoping for. In the US it's sold 47 times, and in the UK none. Next one is 71471, Mateo's Off-Road Car, $8.99. Brickeconomy value at 8, BrickSet 6. It's for sale on Amazon for up to £20. Sold on eBay for 10. On Camel 3X it's got a low of 7 and a high of 16. The figure is worth £2. It's been listed 335 times at an average listing price of £9.32, and it's sold 50 times at an average selling price of £8.84. It's sold 75 times in the US and 11 in the UK. Next one is 71472, Izzy's Narwhal Hot Air Balloon, $12.99. Brickeconomy value at 12, BrickSet 9. If you go on Amazon it's for sale for up to £32. eBay it's sold for £12. Camel 3X has got a low of 9 and a high of 21. The figure's worth £5. It's been listed 278 times and the average listing price is £13.39. It's sold 72 times with an average selling price of £14.15. It's sold 87 times in the US and 11 in the UK. Next one is 71475, Mr. Oz's Space Car, $24.99. Brickeconomy value at 23, BrickSet 13. If you go on Amazon, it's for sale for up to £52. eBay, it's sold for 35. Camera 3X has got a low of 13 and a high of 29. The figures are worth £11. It's been listed 253 times at an average price of £23.43, and it's sold 51 times at an average selling price of £24.44. It's sold 94 times in the US and 4 in the UK. Next one is 71476 Zoe and Zane the Cat Owl, $44.99. This is actually the last one of Dreams. Brickeconomy value at 32, BrickSet 18. If you go on Amazon, it's for sale for up to £91. On eBay, it's sold for 35. Camera 3X has got a low of 25 and a high of 47. The figures are valued at £13. It's been listed 137 times at an average price of £32.88, and it's sold 20 times at an average price of £38.98. It's sold 59 times in the US and 29 times in the UK. Now, while I'm here, like I said before in the past, I watch literally every video on YouTube that I can find related to Lego and that. And I've noticed, especially the US ones, they kind of go towards BrickSet as their go-to place for information, and they kind of trash Brickeconomy. Now, I've got my list or my collection on both websites. Now, they always say that BrickSet is more accurate on the value of the sets and things, and Brickeconomy is less kind of, you know, up to date with the prices or whatever, or the values. But with my entire collection on both sites, BrickSet is worth less than Brickeconomy. But when you go into it, there's only a difference of around £300. So yes, when you look at sets, BrickSet says, you know, it's worth a lot less on this one, but when you keep looking and other sets, they say they're worth more, or this, you know, kind of ones are worth less but other ones are worth more, so they even themselves out basically, other than, like I say, with my collection there's around £300 difference. But there again, on both of the sites, they say that, say for instance, a set is worth £100, but if you go on eBay, that set could be selling for 120, 130. So they're both kind of edging on the more cautious side of the value to make it so that obviously if they say it's worth 20 and you're selling it for 40, then you think, oh great, you know, it's worth more than that, kind of thing like that. So whenever I've sold, I've always got more than what either of the sites value them at. So just kind of bear that in mind, if you know what I mean. And like I say, I always advise people to put their lists on whatever sites they can. I mean, there's I know there's Brick Owl as well, and obviously I use BrickSet, Brickeconomy. I've looked at Brick Owl before. There's other ones as well. Obviously there's Bricklink you can use as well. But basically, if you go with all of them, and you can kind of get yourself an average over them to see what your sets are actually worth. But that's why I give the figures on eBay as well, because that's more of an actual, the sold price, that's what it's selling for. I mean, obviously you could still list it and not get that. It's just kind of, it depends what people are trying to get out of it. But obviously that's where these figures come in. If I'm saying it's being listed 300 times, but it only sold 20 times, then obviously that set isn't very popular. So you want to try and stay away from it. Like if you look back at the figures I've just given you with Dreams, there's only like a 10% difference of how many have been listed and how many have actually sold. You know, so it's not a very good theme to anything. So we'll just have to wait and see on the themes. Like I say, when you watch my videos, take note of the figures and give you more of an idea of what theme you should be looking at. Okay, so with that in mind, my next video will be I think 2 themes together. Yeah, I think it's going to be Batman and Super Mario. Yeah, my next video will be Batman and Super Mario. So please like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you again next time. Thanks so much for watching. Bye bye.